Welcome to F260, Week 4, Genesis 37, entitled Spiritual Warfare. The highlight verse, Genesis 37:5. And Joseph dreamed a dream, and he told it his brethren, and they hated him yet the more. Explaining this, Joseph was hated by his brothers because their father Jacob favored him over them. And when he told them of his dream, which showed him having dominance over them, it made them hate him even more. As we shall see in the remaining chapters of Genesis, God had gifted Joseph in the dream department. He not only had dreams that were prophetic, but he also was gifted in interpretation, not only of his own dreams, but also the dreams of others. Applying this, in Job 33:15-18, we are told that God speaks to us in dreams, giving us words of instructions or warning. Of course, not all dreams are induced by God. Some arise out of our own subconscious, and some even come from the enemy of our soul to mislead us. Therefore, we must be careful about giving credence to our dreams and pray for wisdom. I once had a dream that I'm sure was God-inspired, but I will let you be the judge of that. This was my dream. It was very dark. It seemed to be in the middle of the night, and I was running in the countryside. As I ran through certain farms, I would come across huge black rats that were attached to vines. The vines were connected to the farmhouse, and as I came across these rats, stooping down, I would pick them up, snap each one off the vine he was attached to, then hurl it to the ground. As I handled these rats, they felt very repugnant to me. And then I saw a light go on in the farmhouse, and I was made aware that I had aroused the farmer's anger, and he would be coming after me, but that as long as I was running, he could not catch me. My running in the dream represented praying, which I did during my morning runs. My interpretation of other symbolisms represented in this dream are as follows. The rats represented the demon spirits on earth. The farmer was Satan and his demons, who are the principalities and powers and rulers in heavenly places, depicted in Ephesians 6:12. They reside in the second heaven, which is located between the first and the third heaven. The first heaven is Earth's atmosphere. The third heaven is where God's throne is. The vines represent the lines of connection between the demon spirits on earth and those in the second heaven. And disengaging the rats from the vines represents praying for God to cut off the earthbound demons from their sources of power and instruction, which are the satanic powers in the second heaven, who in turn receive their power and instruction from Satan himself. Through this dream, the Lord was reminding me of his marching orders to the church militant when engaging in spiritual warfare. Luke 10:19, he gives us authority over satanic powers. In Mark 16:17, we can cast out devils in his name. And in Matthew 18:18, he tells us that whatever we shall bind on earth shall be bound in heaven. That is the second heaven. And whatsoever we loose on earth shall be loosed in heaven, the second heaven. Responding to all this, so whenever engaged in spiritual warfare against satanic forces, this is the manner in which I now pray. God bless.